Good morning.
Good morning.
And we actually mean it this time.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I just rolled out of bed maybe like 25 minutes ago. But anything for the grind, right, Nate? Anything for the grind.
Exactly. Exactly. We got to talk about these Sunday games before they happen. So,
Yeah, exactly. We gotta get mentally, physically, and emotionally prepared.
Saturday morning film sesh. Uh, let's talk about Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. That was I think I made the greatest call in my sports commentating career on Thursday, saying that the Lions were gonna totally upset the Chiefs on Thursday. I was so like that was did you watch the game?
Yep. I
You did.
watched the whole
Okay, yeah.
game.
That was a super messy game.
It
Like from
was a really messy
start
game.
to finish. Like you could clearly tell that Kelsey wasn't playing
Yep.
because Mahomes and the offense just were not moving. You could also tell
Nothing,
that
nothing was clicking.
you could also tell that Chris Jones wasn't playing either because there wasn't a whole lot of defensive pressure on the Lions. But the one thing that did really bug me is freaking Jawan Taylor, how he lined up off. Well, I'm not going to call it offsides, but he's false starting 79 out of the 80 like total plays of the game, and they only called it once. Like they
Yeah, but
only
he did,
called it once.
but I don't, did he do it again after they called it? Because they called it pretty
He
late in the game.
he it was the only time they called it was at the end of the game. Like that was the
Yeah.
only time
Yeah,
that
that
they
was
gave him
it.
a false start.
Yeah.
But he's jumping because he's so terrified that Hutchinson is gonna just run him over and get right to Mahomes.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if Hutchinson actually got a sack off or not, but
I don't think he did. I don't
I
think
think he
so.
was in Mahomes' face like once every 3 downs.
Yeah, I don't. Did Mahomes get sacked once?
I don't think Mahomes did get sacked. I
I
think
don't
he
think
was
he
smart
did.
enough to not get sacked.
Yeah,
But
he can move. He knows his way around the pocket.
yeah, shout out the Detroit Lions for winning game one of the NFL season, and
Yeah,
shout out the Chiefs for losing.
shout out both teams.
Perfectly called it.
But now the Chiefs are going to go 16 games in a row without losing. So,
Exactly. Told you,
Chiefs
Nate.
Nation,
One
we
one
up.
cute game.
We up,
One
baby.
cute game. Who do they play next week? Do you know?
Oh God, I don't know.
Oh, wait, whatever.
The Jags.
Oh my God, I have a feeling they're gonna steamroll the Jags next week. Just
I have a
a
feeling the Jags could steal another win next
well,
week.
they could steal another win, and the Chiefs could fall to 0-2.
Damn, we'll
But
see.
yeah, we'll see.
I just loved how absolutely useless the Chiefs defense was on Thursday, though.
I know
Like they didn't even need players out there.
they're that bad. They're
No, it
pretty bad.
really was. It really was hard to watch. Like the offense was bad enough, but the
I thought
defense did
Detroit
nothing.
I thought Detroit was going to capitalize more. Like the Chiefs defense played pretty darn good for
Hmm.
a team who is going to run the ball down your throat.
Hmm.
But
And they
yeah,
did, but
yeah, they stopped the run game pretty well, but
yeah,
the passing game was kind of just open the whole time.
yeah. All in all, the Lions look good.
Yeah, they stole a
The
game. They
Lions do look
literally
good.
stole a game.
I don't think they stole a game though. I think they won it. I think
Well,
they
yeah,
definitively won it.
they were in
I think
control. Sorry, they didn't steal it. They were in good
yeah,
control for most of that
this
game.
the score does not reflect how that game went.
No. The 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 one drive that I loved was it was the Chiefs' second touchdown. So it was right after I think it no, it wasn't Raymond. I think it was Josh Reynolds fumbled the ball like inside the Chiefs 20, and like because Detroit was driving down and they were about to score and Reynolds drops the ball. Then the Chiefs go down and not even 3 plays. They go 20 yards, 25 yards, touchdown. And it was just bang, 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 three really, really quick plays. And I was like, uh-oh, the Chiefs are back.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, this is not looking good. And then the
Yeah,
second half starts and they crumbled.
yeah, for yeah. Quick
Sorry,
pause.
sorry
We,
guys.
we have a guest joining us now live on the show.
Hey guys,
Carson woke up.
I made it.
Carson, did you
Oh,
watch the Thursday game?
I did.
Chiefs Lions. What'd you think?
It was a roller coaster. Like,
Atrocious
yeah, it was
performance by the
crazy,
Chiefs.
crazy by your team there. Although if they had Kelsey, they would have won that.
100%.
dude, hot
100%.
take. I think both teams were atrocious. Like even Detroit didn't look very good. They just knew that they needed to run the ball more. And as soon as they ran the ball more, they became a more effective team.
Yeah, they had a lot of luck running the ball.
I need them to start playing Jahmyr Gibbs more though. Like the dude had an 18-yard run and then immediately got benched. Like,
Well, because he had a bunch of crappy runs before that, though.
yeah, but he wasn't doing any worse than Montgomery was. Like they were all like 4, 5, 6 yard runs. And the one run he popped for, like got
Mhm.
them into scoring range.
Yeah. I think that was Dan Campbell just saying, like, you can make those big runs,
But let's take it
but
easy.
you can't screw up 3 times earlier on in the game,
Yeah,
or else
no,
you're
that
getting benched.
it makes sense. It makes
Yeah.
sense. I
It
just
makes
I would
sense
like more
to,
production.
yeah,
Speaking of
agreed.
benching someone, what are they gonna do with Tony there?
They're, I don't know. Well, Mahomes came out at the post game conference or whatever and said that they're just going to keep putting in reps. They said that they're going to make Kadarius Toney a valuable part of their offense, and
But you
like
can't
those
play
drops
like
aren't going to be
that.
drops anymore. No, he can't.
When you are a valuable part of an offense, you can't play like that.
No, you
No,
can't. It's week 1. Like if it was week 6 and this was still happening, that would be a different story.
that's
But
alarming.
it's week 1. You
Still,
know,
you just had 3 games of preseason. Like he should be able to catch the ball.
yeah, and they had their whole training camp. You would expect them to,
Yeah,
but
it he did not play well at all. I think I used to call Hollywood Brown this when he played when he played for the Ravens, but this is the person I'm gonna call Butterfingers for the rest of the year.
He had
Even
like
if
0 scrimmage yards in the game, right?
yeah, and his every time that he caught the ball, it was like a minus 2.1 something expected points off of every catch. So Tony, if he caught three, like after 3 targets, would have given the Lions a touchdown. That's how bad, like obviously he did because they got a pick six off it. But like that's how bad he played.
That's
yeah,
the
Was
that's
the
the other thing.
Lions were projected to score 2 points every time he touched the ball.
The pick, isn't this the first year that Mahomes has thrown a pick in the first game?
I think it's the first time he's thrown a pick in September. Not even just the
Crazy.
first game, just September.
and it wasn't even his fault.
Yeah. Well,
It was not his fault.
it wasn't his fault at all. One could blame the velocity of the ball that Tony wasn't ready for it. But I'm not going to do that because Tony was ready for it and
Yeah,
he had the ball like this. Like if you have both your hands up by your chest and the ball hits your hands, you should be able to catch it and tuck it into your chest.
Yeah, he should
as a
have had that.
professional football player, yes,
Yes,
yes.
Any of us would have had that, to be honest.
probably.
Well,
I would
I
have caught
mean,
that in stride.
maybe not at that speed. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they just need to rep lasers
Sure.
in practice. Mahomes just needs to strike the ball at his
They
chest,
do. I would
and he
bet
needs to
money they
catch it.
do.
Yeah, probably not at that same like speed and intensity as they do in game though. Like it's different when you're practicing.
It
I
is
feel like it would
different.
be different when you're practicing.
Yeah, but only because of the pressure. They practice those kind of
Exactly.
throws.
Yeah,
The,
no,
the
those kinds of
pressure's
throws.
not
But
new to him,
who? Kadarius Toney or Mahomes?
Tony.
Well,
Well,
kind of. He's a second year. He's a second year or a third year man, and his first 2 years he was injured and playing for the Giants, and Daniel Jones can't throw a football to save his life.
yeah,
So
Daniel Jones does not whip it like Mahomes does.
yeah, that's gonna take some getting used to.
But I'm not gonna write him off. It's week 1. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah,
Next week will be a better week.
16-1, baby.
Yes, sir. Jake, you want to talk about Deion Sanders?
I do. I want to pivot to college football for a minute because I don't know if you
All
guys
right,
saw this or not.
I'll let you
So
take off.
number 17 ranked TCU, who by the way made a national championship game last year. Their first game of the college season was against the Colorado Buffaloes, who now are helmed by Deion Sanders and his two boys, and Travis Hunter. I should shout him out too. They got into a shootout with like TCU isn't that good anymore because half their guys went to the league, but they got in a shootout with a ranked team and beat them. Like not soundedly, but they beat them pretty good, like pretty damn good. I don't know if you guys saw the highlights of that game or not. Travis Hunter played wide receiver and cornerback, had 9 catches for 119 yards, 3 pass breakups, and an interception. And the interception he got, I'm assuming you guys saw it. That like leaping catch from like the 5-yard line.
I didn't see it, but I heard.
There was a TCU fan. There was video of the quarterback yelling, "Throw it to Hunter," because everybody wanted to see what he could do. And he immediately picked the quarterback off, and you see the fans like jaws just drop.
Yeah.
Because of how impressive it was.
Yeah.
They play Nebraska today. And Nebraska's not ranked. They lost their week 1 game, and Nebraska's a powerhouse team. They're good. So I'm really excited to see if Colorado is going to win again today. I really hope that they do, because if they do, then I really think that they're going to be in contention to not only go to the playoffs, but one of them is going to win the Heisman.
Yeah, everyone's saying Travis Hunter's
if he
favorite,
keeps
if he keeps playing like this, yeah,
he will be the favorite.
Is he his sophomore year, second year, college?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think because they were all at Jackson State last year.
Okay.
One game that I will be watching, and they play them a little bit down the line, is they play Caleb Williams and USC in a few weeks. So I think that would be a fun one. Really good matchup for Colorado. But no, I heard this on a show a few days ago that Deion Sanders might have the most complete football resume out of any football player ever. Like greatest cornerback of all time, was playing baseball at the same time he was the greatest cornerback of all time, then goes to pivot to coaching, goes to coach at a D2 school. They almost win their state title or whatever conference title they were in. Immediately goes to a horrible school in Colorado who needs a rebranding. Says, "I'm getting rid of every single one of you and I'm bringing my own luggage with me." Proceeds to sign 50 players from the transfer portal this year, and they came out and they win week 1. Like, imagine having 50 players turn over from the year before, and you be able to get your team and your act together in less than 3 months.
I mean, I feel like if every coach could just kick all their players out and take whatever players they want, that could,
and it would benefit them.
You could make that work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if he went there and kept the pieces that they had, maybe they wouldn't be as successful. But again, you never know. But clearly he knows what he's doing. I mean, 100%. He knows what he's talking about. He's a pro.
He knows exactly
in all
what
aspects of the game. So.
Side. And like I find it great that his best player is a cornerback.
I mean,
like his best player is the position that he played in. And even I'll give a shout out to his kid, Shedeur Sanders. He went from throwing in like junior colleges to going into like Division I NCAA football, and threw for 500 yards in his first game.
What?
Like, yeah, he threw for 500. Like, I think it was 525. He threw for in his first game. He set
what the hell?
School records for most amount of yards, school record for completion, school record for passing rating, school record for most completions in a row, and I think school record for passing completion percentage. All in his first game.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Shout out Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur Sanders. How old is this kid?
21. Our age, 22.
Oh, kid. Call him kid like Like he's
Like
not
he's
the
younger than
same
we
age
are.
as us. Like he's younger than us.
Yeah, but doesn't everybody call college players kids?
Yeah, but we are kids too, so I don't
Yes.
think we have the right
No, we
to
don't.
say that.
We don't. We don't. Anyways, we don't have to talk about Colorado anymore, but yeah, I just wanted to shout out the whole Sanders family because I think what they did last week is a first in the
Yeah,
football world.
it seems like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to move on to the Sunday games?
Yes, let's talk about these Sunday games. Well, first of all, I mean, Jake, it looks like you're up 1-0 against us in the predictions so far this week.
Yeah, well, because I have a brain. No
Taking the
offense.
Lions over the
Whoa.
Chiefs.
Whoa.
Yeah, what the heck?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
Whoa.
kidding. I'm kidding. Chill.
That was
Chill.
uncalled for.
Chill.
That was
Chill.
rude.
I'm kidding.
Damn, take the point away.
No, I'm just playing. No, you earned it fair and square. You know, you clearly have a little bit little bit more football knowledge than Carson and I do.
I think it's also
Um,
week 1 and the Detroit Lions had something to prove.
Yeah, I think it's the week 1. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know what is the word you're looking for, like the
I don't
week
know,
1
like
match.
the week 1 surprises as well that we're not expecting. I think there's going to be quite a few that we're not expecting, and I think we're going to get quite a few of these games wrong.
It could
But
also just be the start of a Chiefs hangover.
It could very
that's
well
true.
be.
Could be. Could
Hey,
be.
Brady didn't win a Super Bowl for 10 years after he won his first three-peat.
True.
So could very well be Patrick Mahomes' time to come back down to earth. Could very well be. Also, I do want to talk about one thing before we get to the games. One more thing I just thought of. Did you guys see that the Cincinnati Bengals decidedly to announce that Joe Burrow signed the biggest contract in NFL history during the Chiefs game?
Yeah.
Like you couldn't
Power
announce
move.
that 12 hours before. You couldn't announce it the day before. I bet you that contract got done like 3 days ago. But they just perfectly waited to be like, you know what? Let's announce it during the Chiefs game just to
That's
let
smart.
everybody know. No, it was smart. It was
Yeah.
totally smart.
Congrats
But-
to Big Joe.
Yeah, not a
Yeah,
fan.
that's
I mean, I think
crazy.
it's deserved.
It is deserved, but I'm not a fan.
I know you're not.
I'm not a fan.
Just means you got to play him twice a year for the next 8 years of your life.
Yeah, just as long as they get rid of either Chase or Higgins, we're good. They cut
They'll
one
get
of
rid
them, we're
Higgins.
good.
Yeah,
Huh?
they'll cut
Yeah,
they'll cut Higgins. They're keeping
cut
Jamar
Higgins.
Chase.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll cut Higgins. They'll get him out of there.
Yeah. Okay,
Nope.
game number 1.
Game
Texans
number 1.
Ravens.
I'm gonna take Ravens on the points.
Okay.
It's 9.5. I think they're gonna win by 20.
Are we doing spreads? I'm just doing
But-
straight up wins. I'm just doing straight up win.
I think Baltimore is gonna win points over under
Yeah.
money line any way, shape, or form. They're not losing this game. I'm sorry, they're not losing this game.
I hope not, because I'm taking the Ravens too.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty easy one.
Yeah.
They actually have the biggest gap in the money line all week.
Yeah.
Like for all the games, their gap is the biggest.
Yeah. Well, that's a big spread for football.
Yeah, it's 2 possessions.
I know. That's rare.
Yeah. Yeah.
That means a good team's playing its stinker team.
Yep. Go Baltimore. They're gonna steamroll Houston in week 1, and then everybody who says that Cincinnati's gonna win the division, you're gonna be dead wrong.
We'll
Well,
see.
it's still week 1.
It's still week 1. You never know.
I know.
We got a whole season ahead of us, boys. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Next 1:00 game, Panthers Falcons. Can we 3-2-1 this?
Yeah, we can 3-2 on this. I had to think about that, but yeah, we can 3-2 on this.
3, 2, 1.
Falcons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although
I'm sure Zyler would say the same.
Yeah.
Although the spread's 4, so give me Carolina on the points.
Okay. Are they the dogs?
They're the dogs. Yeah, so I think
Okay.
I think Atlanta will win by 3,
Okay.
and the spread's 4. So
Could be a close game.
yeah, could be a close game. I'm gonna take Falcons money line, but I might take the Carolina points.
Yeah, I mean, this game could go either way. I'm just gonna take the Falcons at home over the Panthers. Just feel like that's a safe bet.
It's a good
But
choice.
yeah. Okay, next game, Bengals Browns in Cleveland. Who we got, boys?
Taking the Bengals.
This is pending on if Denzel Ward plays, and I'm dead serious too.
Really?
Cleveland,
Is he
Cleveland,
not
he-
supposed to play right now?
he's injured, so
Oh,
he might not play. But like obviously, like I'm gonna take Cincinnati to win this game. But like, hot take alert: don't be surprised if Cleveland beats them like on Sunday, only because they're division rivals, and Cincinnati always seems to lose one game to Cleveland every year. Every year that Burrow's been in the league, they've lost one game to Cleveland. So I'm just gonna say that this game's gonna happen tomorrow. That they're gonna lose to Cleveland tomorrow, or they're gonna lose to them later in the year. But
yeah.
they're gonna go 1-1. I have a feeling.
I'm changing my pick. I was gonna go. Well, originally I was gonna go Browns, and then this morning I switched to the Bengals, and I'm switching again to the Browns because I agree, again, Jake, like they'll steal one game on the year. I think with Joe Burrow being hurt, a few weeks ago coming into this game, he might not be 100%.
Yeah,
And
you
I think
also
the
got to play Miles
Browns,
Garrett.
I think the Browns are going to be on point tomorrow. And if they're not, they're going to have another crappy year.
Yep.
They need to come out pop in week 1, or else it's not going to work.
See, the spread's only 2, so like Vegas knows that this is going to be a close game.
Yeah, it will be a close game, but we'll see. I'm going to take the Browns though. You guys take the safe pick. Stick with the Bengals.
I think I'm going to take the Browns too.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to take the Browns to win this game too.
Okay,
just cause.
I'm sticking with the Bengals.
That's probably a safe choice, Carson.
When you come down to it, I mean, it's still Joe Burrow.
That's probably a safe choice.
Against a Deshaun Watson, who we have no idea if he's going to be a top 3 quarterback or a top 30 quarterback.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah. Next 1:00 game, San Francisco 49ers in Pittsburgh against the Steelers. Do you want to 3-2-1 this again?
Yes. Yeah. But then, yeah.
I think there
can
could be an argument for the other side.
Yeah. There is an argument, but yeah, we can 3-2-1 this.
3-2-1.
49ers.
Niners.
Yeah.
Niners.
I'm gonna say almost the exact same thing as what I just said for the Browns and Bengals. I have a feeling that the defensive front of Pittsburgh and that whole defense, like, is Brock Purdy going to be able to figure that out? Like, that is a horrific defense to play, especially week 1 when they're all healthy and they're all at 100%.
Yeah, TJ Watt's playing, eh? Uh-oh.
So, like, don't be surprised if Pittsburgh wins this game, but I'm still going to take the Niners.
This could be an upset game for Pittsburgh, but I'm still going to take the Niners.
The Niners are still a brick wall to me, so.
The over-under is 41.5. I will be taking the under if I bet, just because it's going to be like a 21-20 game.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a high-scoring game. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Next, Arizona Cardinals taking on the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, we're gonna 3-2-1 this.
3-2-1 Cardinals.
Commanders.
Just kidding, Commanders. I don't think I'm ever gonna pick the Cardinals this year, unless they can rack up some wins, like later on in the year.
Is just completely destroyed injury wise.
Or that, but until now, I'm not taking them. I'm not even gonna pick them. I'm not even gonna risk it. Commanders all the way for this game.
I don't even know if I want to take the points though, because like it's 7. So they have to win by 8 for that to hit.
They probably will.
Yeah, I see that happening.
They I don't know, maybe just I don't know. I when I see the number 7 as a 7 flat as a bet, it worries me a little bit because now the Commanders have to win by 2 possessions, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, I could see this game going like 21-3.
Yeah.
Could be. Or like 21-10 even.
I could see that.
Like, I would take the over.
Or 21-9. Just like,
yeah.
or 28-9.
3 field goals to 4 touchdowns. Yeah,
something
like
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
It's gonna be a
I mean,
crappy game either way.
I'm not betting, but I would probably take the spread, Commander spread.
Here's a question: the over under is 38.5 for points.
38.5. I would take the
Yeah.
under.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would too.
Yeah, I don't see Arizona scoring much.
Maybe
Even
like
if Washington does, I don't think they'll rack up over
what
40
Carson
total
just
points
said,
in the
like
game.
9 points max.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 points at the max.
Okay, next game, Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Minnesota against the Vikings. You guys
Yeah,
want
we
3-2-1 this one
yeah,
as
we can
well?
3-2 on this one too.
3-2-1 Vikings.
Vikings. Um, I have no idea what to think of Tampa Bay. I have no idea if Mike Evans is going to be playing. I have no idea if Baker Mayfield's going to be good. Um, I just think that they are tanking for Victor, or they're going to try to, and it's not going to work.
Baker
I
seems
think
like
they're
he's good one game a year.
and it won't be
Baker,
this
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
no, he needs
It'll
to.
be week 18 against the Panthers or whoever they play in their division
It
to
needs to
solidify a
be.
playoff spot.
It needs to be a primetime game against a crappy team like the Las Vegas Raiders. You guys remember when the Rams picked him up last year and he balled out for 1 week
Yes.
Mhm.
and
That
completely
was
like
legendary.
screwed their draft pick?
Yeah, LA Rams legend Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
Anyways, I'm taking the Vikings though.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see Justin Jefferson just go off this year.
Yeah, I think the Vikings are going to be good again. I think it'll be close between Vikings and Lions in the North. But
Packers and Bears are going to really
I like
struggle.
Vikings. I like the Vikings this year.
I do too.
Yeah.
Well, to win the division, no, I don't. But I do like what Minnesota's got going on with their team. I do not think they're going to win 11 one possession games again, and I don't think they're going to win 12 games. So
I think they're going to win
10
12
or 9.
games.
10 or 9. That's my take.
Okay. Okay.
And
I
I
think
think
they're
the
still a playoff
Lions.
team.
I think they're going to be a playoff team too, and I think that them and the Lions are going to be like tied record wise. So I think they're both going to go 10-7,
Mhm.
or they're both going to go like 11-6, and it'll just be like who wins between head to head matchups, who actually gets the higher seed, like who actually wins the division.
Yeah.
But no, I
That's
agree.
fair. That's a fair take, I think. I think it'll be close. Like give them one game apart to finish.
Yep.
And yeah, both teams make the playoffs, but we'll just see who gets the higher seed. They could just play each other first round. It's very possible.
If they get like the 4-5, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
They
actually,
won't
no,
get
they
the
wouldn't get the
4-5.
4. They wouldn't get the 4 because the
Like the
NFC
3-6.
South winner is going to get the 4. Yeah, the 3-6
Yeah.
would probably be better.
That would make sense too. Because like Dallas would get like the 5 seed or something.
Probably.
I don't know.
Or I have another hot take when we get to the team
Okay.
on who I think the 5 seed's going to be.
You
Carry
want to
on.
wait till we get to it? Okay, we'll wait till we get to it. Jags, Colts. Who we taking?
I'm going to take the Jags.
Me too.
Yeah.
Now, you might call me delusional here. You might call me crazy. But I think this is going to be Anthony Richardson's best game of the year. Just week 1. Like how we talked about earlier, the element of surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I think his athleticism is going to get them a couple of points. But I don't think it'll be enough to beat the steaming hot Trevor Lawrence and the Jags.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he'll put up some good numbers. Like probably give him 3 touchdowns, a pick, maybe I don't know, 45 rushing yards.
One of those is probably going to be a rushing touchdown.
Yep. 2 passing touchdowns with a rushing touchdown. Give him 45 plus rushing yards.
And
he'll put up some numbers, but I don't think the Colts are beating the Jags.
I see him making like a lot of mistakes.
Me too.
I do too. That's why I see him running the ball a lot more. Like I have a feeling he's just going to take off in stride.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a feeling that this is either going to be a really, really clean Jaguars game, where they win this handedly, or this is going to be a really, really messy finish where I'm going to have no idea who wins until the game's over. I think no in between. I think the only way the Colts win this game is if Trevor Lawrence goes down with an injury or they just surprise the hell out of them.
True. I mean, they beat the Chiefs last year.
Yeah, with not even half the team players they have on their team now, though.
I know.
So
I know. That's my point, though.
true. They could be they could be like Colorado. Just start pulling guys out of nowhere and they can form a team and win.
Yeah.
No,
Okay, last 1:00 game. We got the Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints. I think it's going to be a little bit of heartbreak in New Orleans. I think the Titans are going to take this game. I think the Saints will. I think the Saints will probably win their division. They'll probably win the South, but this will not be their first win. They're going to lose a couple games in the start, but they'll pick up some steam near the end. They'll get 9 wins at the end of the year.
I think this is the
They'll be
one game
fine.
I'm going to avoid for the league.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take the Titans to win. Actually, no, I'm going to take the Saints to win. But yeah, I'm not betting this game. Way too close. I'm not going to do it.
Carson, who you got?
I don't know. It's hard because obviously the Saints have like a decent quarterback now, but
Yeah.
he hasn't played with them very much.
In
So,
Derek Carr, we trust.
yeah, but how much experience does he have with this team?
Exactly.
Like you put him on the field against a team that does have experience together, he might crumble.
Will Levis.
How do you guys think Michael Thomas is going to do in that game tomorrow?
I think he's going to go down with an injury.
You think so?
No, I don't think so. Actually,
I've
I
been
think I give him a one
Go ahead,
touchdown, one touchdown tops. That's it. You can go.
I've been debating between putting him or Mike Williams in as my flex spot for fantasy. And I'm leaning a little bit more towards Mike Williams. But I don't really want to because I have Tua and Tyreek on my team, and I don't want to have 3 guys in the same game, especially on opposite sides of the ball too. I really hope Michael Thomas does well because then I can actually start using him in fantasy. But I don't know. I have somewhat high hopes. Like 6 catches for like 70 yards and maybe a touchdown, high hopes. Kind of like what you just said. Yeah. I don't know. I think he'll.
Yeah, that's a tricky game though.
I really hope he has a resurging year. Michael Thomas is good for the NFL.
Another tricky game. First afternoon or our first late afternoon game. The Raiders take on the Broncos in Denver. Who we got today for this game?
Give me the
That's
Broncos.
a good question.
I'm gonna take the Broncos too.
Same thing as what I did with the Falcons Panthers. I'm gonna take the Broncos to win, and I'm gonna take the Raiders on points.
What's the spread on that one?
It's 3.5 still. Like it's 3.5 again.
Okay.
However, I could easily see the Raiders kind of just going in, being like, listen, we're going to let Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams just control this game. And we're just going to pound the football until Denver stops it.
Which they probably will.
Which they do. Yeah. It depends on Jacobs, in my opinion, how well he plays.
I think I expect a little bit more from Russ this year.
Me too.
He's got to stop kissing the babies.
Yeah. I expect what I expected last year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
just
not
we expected a little bit
but,
more now.
But more than 4 games. more than 4 wins.
He had a full season to get accustomed there. I think I expect him to be at least do better than last year. He knows the team now.
New coach, new culture.
Yeah.
He's been there for a while. He's adjusted to the altitude.
I think Sean Payton's either going to be the best thing that ever happened to Russell Wilson or he's going to be the worst thing that ever happened to Russell Wilson because Russell will not play well under him. This
He might
season is
not.
really going to. I think this is even though this sounds really really bad. If Russell Wilson does not perform well this year, there are going to be a lot of people questioning whether he should be in the Hall of Fame or not.
Yeah.
Like
This is
these
his
last 2
defining year.
years, yeah,
Yeah.
these last 2 years have really put an asterisk on whether he should be in the Hall of Fame or not. If he plays well and they do well, then he'll be in the discussion again. But if they play horribly this year, it's not. I don't think it'll happen. I think
Interesting.
I think this is his cliff. This is where he
Yeah.
starts to fall.
Good take.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, our next late afternoon game, the Miami Dolphins take on the LA Chargers in LA.
I'm surprised the Dolphins aren't favored to win this game. I'm going to take the Dolphins.
I'm going to take the Chargers in this game. I think the Dolphins are going to have a rocky week 1, but I think they'll win. Again, they'll win the majority of their games in the rest of the year. I just think this game it'll be a rough start. I think the Chargers are a little more put together.
New OC, Kellen Moore. New offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore.
Yes.
Came over from the Cowboys.
Yes. These guys know each other. I think the Chargers are a little more solid. I think they're going to have a little bit more confidence coming in week 1. I think they're going to take this one.
I'm going to take the Dolphins.
I think Miami has the better weapons, but I think the Chargers is like just a better consistent team.
Yeah.
So it's hard to pick between the two. I think I'd have to go Chargers just because I don't think that Miami is going to bring it together that early on. I think they need a week or two to like
really get stuff going.
Yeah.
It'll be a close game. It'll be close.
I think they'll be really good.
Two very explosive offenses colliding.
I'm only taking Miami because they're the underdog and the points is 3. So that's the only reason why I'm taking Miami.
Fair.
It's going to be a shootout. It's anyone's game.
True. Next we got the Rams taking on the Seahawks. Carson, who are you taking? Rams?
I think Seattle wins this easy.
Yeah, I think they do too. I'm taking the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Seahawks.
3, 2, 1. Seahawks.
Seahawks,
baby. Let's go. Undefeated season. Here we go.
Undefeated season.
Undefeated. Never lost.
Let's go.
I think I think the Rams are gonna stink this year. I think they're gonna be straight horrible.
I think they'll be bad, but they won't be as bad as you guys make them out to be.
No, I think they'll be better than last year, but I don't think they'll be good.
Cup's still not playing though. Like
Yeah, not yet.
Their top weapon is out. Stafford has come out and said he's having a hard time connecting to all of his teammates. I mean, this could totally be like a flawed statement, but it even just looks that McVay is not as invested into the sport since he won his Super Bowl. Like it seems like he's definitely taken a step back.
Yeah. That's true. You don't hear much about him anymore. He is not really like involved as he used to be.
Yeah. And like Aaron Donald's getting up there, even though he's still an absolute force to be reckoned with.
I mean, I'm still terrified of him regardless of age, but
yeah. But
I'm sure anyone standing across from him would be.
The offensive linemen are probably getting more used to him.
Yeah.
Especially the Seattle Seahawks who have to play him 2 times a year. That offensive line, they have a very good offensive line. So I think I think they'll win that Aaron Donald offensive line matchup.
Yeah, they'll just keep double teaming him. They'll double team him the whole time and they'll be fine.
Double, triple, quadruple, quintuple.
Whatever they need to do to keep Aaron Donald away from Mr. Eugene Smith.
Eugene.
Yeah.
Mr. Comeback Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Next MVP season.
Pardon?
Geno Smith MVP season. Is it loading or no?
It might be loading to load.
Well, it's Seahawks undefeated year. It's Seahawks 17-0 undefeated year this year. So
it's updating. It's updating. All right, next game.
Next game. Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New England Patriots.
Why are they only favored by 4 points?
Because it's the Patriots.
It's the Patriots.
Yeah, but
I
it's the
I was
2023 Patriots.
I was gonna take the Patriots in this game, but I came to my senses and remembered that it's the Philadelphia Eagles we're talking about.
The Philadelphia Eagles offense is going to overpower Bill Belichick's defense.
Yeah.
And Mac Jones is not going to be able to move an inch on
No.
the Georgia Bulldogs.
No, they won't be able to do a thing. Like, even if the Patriots defense does put up a fight against the Eagles offense, like you just said, Mac Jones is not going to do a thing.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to score.
One thing I did hear about the Patriots, I'm not saying that I agree with this in any way, shape, or form. But look how bad they were last year. And they still won, I think, what, 7 games? They went 7-10 last year, 8-9
Yeah,
last year.
you can't count them out of any game, really.
No, like I'm counting them out of this game
Me too.
because they're playing the Eagles.
Yeah.
But if you have an unexperienced head coach or you have an unexperienced quarterback, anybody who's unexperienced on the offensive side of the ball, Bill's going to make you pay for it. Bill will run the most wild scheme on defense just to confuse the hell out of you, just to make it easier. Obviously, well, I mean, that's what everybody does. But he just does it with such class to the point where you have no idea what to do, even if you can see exactly what's happening in front of you. You just have no idea.
Right.
Jalen Hurts is not inexperienced, though.
No.
And neither is Nick Sirianni.
They know what they're doing.
Philly, points, lock.
Yeah, I agree. Carson?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's hard not to agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Eagles.
Yes, exactly. Last late afternoon game, Green Bay Packers in Chicago against the Bears. Are the Packers still the Bears' daddy now that Aaron Rodgers is gone?
Was just Aaron Rodgers, to be honest.
I'm still taking the Packers, but
yeah, dude, they're underdogs. This is a steal.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears won.
I see this going either way.
If the Packers are underdogs, then I mean, obviously, I can see the Bears winning, but I do see Green Bay stealing a win here.
This all depends on X Factor Jordan Love.
Yeah, I think he'll do just fine. Me neither. I think he'll do just fine though.
They've had 3 years to groom him.
I think he knows the system. I think he knows
what LaFleur wants.
Yeah, what to do. I think he'll be fine. I think, and you know what? Like, the Bears are still young too, so it could be a close game, but I still think Green Bay is going to take it.
Same with me.
I think it could go either way.
I'm gonna take Green Bay on this one.
Yeah, I'd probably give them the edge, but I would not be surprised at all if the Bears won that.
Yeah.
I'm also really excited to see how Fields plays. Like, I wonder if he's gonna just run for 200 yards tomorrow, or if he's gonna pass for like 300, or if he's just gonna stink. But
yeah,
I am
it's a
really
big year for him too.
I'm really looking forward to seeing these two quarterbacks go head to head. And I'm really excited to see what Jordan Love can do.
Yep, I agree.
Yep.
All right, let's get to the Sunday night game now. We got 2 games left in the week. Sunday night, Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. I got the Cowboys. Prime time.
I don't want to pick them.
First game of the year. They're still gonna win 11 games at least. Let's have this be the first win that they have on the year. They'll start strong. Everyone's healthy. They'll be fine against the Giants.
Oh, I so want to disagree with you right now. I so want to take the Giants.
You can. You can.
I'm torn. Like, I know that the Cowboys are gonna win. Like, they're probably gonna win this game. Let's be real here. But I don't know. Like, they worry me because McCarthy wants to just run the ball and play defense. And even against a team like the Giants, who will run the ball down your throat and then play action pass it, like, I don't know. Like, I'm just gonna take the Cowboys. I'm just gonna play it safe. I'll
You
just take
have
the
to. You might as
Cowboys.
well.
I might take the Giants on points because it's that 3.5 number. But
That's a tough one.
I think I'll just take the Cowboys to win outright. I don't care.
We could all be shocked here, but I feel like it's
Could be
more
a good
likely
game.
that the Cowboys win. It will be a good game.
I think it'd be a great game. Great Sunday night game. Brian Daboll, Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley running the ship. They have Darren Waller now too.
Yep.
Darren Waller could be a really good piece for them.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm excited. Excited
It
to
should
see
be a
what
good game. Yeah, that's a good Sunday night game. Monday night, finishing off the week, Buffalo Bills are taking on the new New York Jets in New York. Boys, who we got for this one?
Honestly, I'm gonna take the Jets.
Me too. I'm gonna take the Jets as well.
Really?
Yep.
I think they have a lot to prove, and to prove it against a team like Buffalo would be exactly what they need.
Yeah, at home against a division rival, Aaron Rodgers' first game. I think they'll win.
That I can agree with. That I can totally agree with. However, Buffalo, I think, has more to prove this year because they have been stuck in the exact same position for the last 3 years and have not been able to get over the hump. So I think this year is the year that they need to prove themselves and they need to win this game to get the media behind their back, to get Josh Allen to act, or not Josh Allen, to get confidence back in Sean McDermott and the whole team. I'm going to take Buffalo. I'm going to take Buffalo to win this game.
Okay.
I think, though, that the Jets need to prove themselves this game and the Bills need to prove themselves this season.
Yeah.
And this is where you start, though. I think
Not
it's Buffalo.
necessarily. It'd be a good start, but I mean, losing one game doesn't mean they're going to lose every game.
No, that's true.
Jake, to your point, I think the Bills do have something to prove because they have been stuck in this spot for so long, but I don't think they're leaving the spot that they're in. I think they're stuck. I think stuck is a good word because they're not leaving this space. They're like this A-tier team in the AFC where they're a divisional round ceiling every year. I think that's just what they're going to be.
They're the Dallas Cowboys of the AFC.
I think that's what they are.
Or no, okay,
it's unfortunate because I do like the Bills, but
I'll give you a better take. Okay, I think they're the Niners of the NFC because they can hit conference championships and they can steamroll anybody in the AFC.
Have they hit a conference championship in the last 30 years?
Buffalo?
Yeah,
they hit one 2 years ago. They lost. Remember they beat Baltimore in the divisional round, then they lost to the Chiefs the year that they lost to Tampa.
Oh, right.
They made the championship game that year.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I think they're more like they are like the Cowboys in a sense of they always get to the exact same spot and then just seem to crumble. But at least they're gonna win they're gonna win a playoff game every year.
They will, yeah.
Or they should be winning playoff games every year, right?
They have the ability to make a Super Bowl. They have the team, they've got the coaching, they got the defense, they got the offense. There's just, I don't know. Josh Allen seems like, is it the offensive line, you think?
Their offensive line sucks, and they don't do anything about it. They've had the same 5 dudes for the last 3 years starting. Now, it could be good because then you build chemistry over time, but none of them statistically are good. So,
yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, that's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah, you can't have that.
I could see the Jets pulling a fast one out here, but kind of the same thing as what I just did with the Cowboys. I'm just gonna keep it safe, and I'm gonna take Buffalo.
Fair. Yeah. That's fair. Just looking at the predictions on the spreadsheet, you guys can change some because I think you guys made some changes last minute, but I think we only have a few that differ. So we'll see who comes out on top by the end of the week.
My 3 games to watch for the week, everybody. Niners, Steelers. I could definitely see the Steelers winning that game just because of the overloading defense.
Mhm.
I think another game that people need to watch out for is the Dolphins Chargers.
Mhm.
That's going to be a shootout between both teams.
That'll be a really
And
fun
then
game.
and then I really do think that this Jets Bills game is going to be another game to watch. That's going to be every game this week is a game to watch. Like they're all really good matchups.
They are really good matchups, except for the Texans
Cardinals
and
and
the Ravens.
Commanders. Well, Cardinals and Commanders too.
Cardinals and Commanders too. Those are the only two that
Yeah.
I could really give less of a
Shit
SHIT about. Yes. Yes.
I am really looking forward to watching my Ravens just maul on CJ Stroud.
I hope they do.
Over under on sacks. I'm thinking 5.
Fine. I'm gonna take the under on that, but I mean,
No, I think they're gonna sack him exactly 5 times. Exactly 5.
That's a hot take, Jake.
That is a hot take. That is a hot take.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they did. That's the other thing.
Before we wrap up, guys, Nate, what's your hot take for the week?
My hot take for the week. I think my hottest take is the Jets are gonna blow the Bills out of the water. The Jets are gonna win by plus 10 points.
Nice.
I think they're gonna stomp on them. I think they're gonna make a statement on Monday.
Carson?
Yeah, I don't know if I have one. I'm trying to like look through these games to see if I can think of anything, but I don't.
Come up with something crazy.
Seahawks blow out the Rams and go undefeated on the season.
I was gonna say the first part wasn't crazy, but that second part, the 17-0 undefeated season, is also not crazy because it's gonna happen.
Gonna happen.
Seahawks undefeated year.
MVP.
I'm gonna give an absurd hot take.
Okay.
Okay. Like this one is just like it might not be believable in the slightest.
Yeah.
Take a look at all the favorites for this week's matchup. Or like for this week's matchups. I think there's going to be more underdogs that win this week than there will be favorites.
Isn't that normally how it is anyways?
No. Like maybe further on down the year when there's more injuries and say like week 13, like you want to rest your guys because you know you're going to the playoffs. But like this is week 1. Everybody's going to be playing. Everybody's going to be healthy.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be ready to go. I think
but no one knows what to expect in week 1 from most of these teams, especially these underdog teams. That's the other thing though.
That's true.
You don't know what you're going to get. So
the hottest take is that Arizona is going to keep this game close.
That is a hot take. You think Arizona is going to cover the spread?
Yeah, but I don't think they'll win.
I don't think there's going to be more underdogs this week.
No,
I was just going through it. I think there's going to be more than usual, maybe, but I don't think there's going to be more than.
I think, like realistically, the Raiders could steal a game from the Broncos. The Panthers could steal this game from the Falcons. The Browns could easily steal this from the Bengals. The Steelers could steal it from the Niners. The Cardinals aren't winning. The Bucks aren't winning. The Colts aren't winning. The Titans could be. The Titans could
the Colts could win at home against Jacksonville. The Colts could steal a game.
The Colts haven't beaten Jacksonville in like 4 years, though.
Yes, they have. The first time they lost to them was like 2 years ago.
Oh no, sorry, my bad. It's they haven't beat them in Jacksonville in like 6 years. Sorry, that's what the stat is. My bad.
The first time they lost to them at home was like 2 years ago when Carson Wentz,
and they blew their playoff spot.
Yes, that was
yeah.
And
then obviously the Jets could beat the Bills.
Mm-hmm. The
I
Giants
don't know,
could
guys.
beat the Cowboys.
I think
Packers
the Giants
could beat the Bears.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants beat the Cowboys. I would not be
wouldn't
surprised.
be either. I wouldn't be either. That's a close one.
Yeah, I'm just saying that all these coulds, I don't see them all hitting.
Not all of them. So
yeah,
I think
in order for all the
some of them will.
Some, but not enough to make it more underdogs, I don't think.
Yeah, to say that more than half will, I think is a stretch, but that's why it's a hot take.
Yeah.
That's why it's an absurd hot take.
Yeah, this is the absurdity takes.
Yes.
These are in the oven. These are at 450 in the oven.
All right, boys. Thanks for waking up with me this morning. talking
Hey,
about some football.
welcome. I'm really excited to watch tomorrow.
Go
We've
football.
got training until 3. Then after 3 o'clock is done, I'm gonna park my butt on my couch and I'm watching football until I fall asleep.
Me too. What a great day. So excited.
Love Sundays. Yeah, Sunday football. Woo!
Seahawks undefeated season. Let's go.
Let's go.
Just watch.
Lamar Jackson MVP campaign starts right now.
That can't be possible.
It's going for a second. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, that's impossible because Geno Smith is making his run at MVP this year.
Yeah, it's not possible, Jake. Sorry.
Didn't you forget?
Maybe next year. But this is my year.
It's okay. I'll take you know what? Geno Smith can have the MVP. Lamar will take the ring this year. That's
Okay.
No,
that's what
fair.
I'll say.
No.
Yes.
Gino's
Yes.
taking both. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Ravens
Wait,
Seahawks
another
Super
year.
Bowl.
I do want to say one thing before we wrap up because Carson will really appreciate this.
I don't want to
Okay.
hear it. You're about
No,
to rip on the Seahawks.
No, I'm not going to rip on the Seahawks actually.
Okay.
Well, I will, but someone wouldn't. Someone else didn't. I was listening to a certain competitor. You know, my favorite one that I listen to every single day. He has the Seahawks winning the NFC West, and like handedly. Like he
Well,
says
yeah.
that they're gonna have 3 games on the Niners.
Yeah, they're undefeated.
Never lost. No, I sorry, can't see that. Can't see that.
Yeah, the Seahawks are going 17-0, and the Niners are going 14-3. And 2 of their losses.
So
will be to
2
the
of their
Seahawks.
losses are going to be to the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And where's their other loss going to come from? Pittsburgh this week?
Yeah. That's it.
All right. No,
All right, let's wrap up. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for joining me, boys.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
It really is the morning. Good morning.
Oh, really? Good night.
Yeah. Good night. Good night.
Okay. Peace.
Peace. Bye.